G'day everyone, welcome back to Pete's Investing. Today is May the 12th, 2023. This is the NASDAQ update. So we're looking at here is the weekly and the daily trends, and currently it's showing a bullish momentum on the weekly, but a neutral movement on the daily. So let's look at each of these in detail. On the weekly, for those new to the channel, we look at the triple moving average of the price chart, moving average 3, 5 and 60, and we compare that with the CCI 150 moving average 5 and 50. When they're both aligned, it's showing a bullish movement like it is there in the last few weeks. On the daily, it's showing a neutral movement, which means one of the moving averages is not aligning with the other. So even though the price chart moving averages are going bullish, our CCI is showing a slightly bearish or a neutral movement, and that gives us a neutral stance. So avoid going long or short on the NASDAQ at the moment. Now, what we look at here as well on a daily, we look at the support at 10,432 with the resistance at 13,722, plus these two diagonal ascending trend lines. You can see there it's rising, coming closer towards that resistance area. But again, just be mindful, there is a bit of a bearish divergence on the CCI. Let me just draw a little indicator which shows the difference between the price chart and the CCI. So when you see that, and I do follow this as an early indicator of a potential trend reversal or a potential retrace to the downside, that's something we need to be mindful of. I don't trade that, but I just look at it as a potential indicator only. So we may see the price continue to rise towards this resistance at least, and we may see this CCI continue to go in this downward direction. But again, just something to be mindful of. If you follow my channel, you'll understand that these divergences usually play out. So that's the daily in terms of where we're trending. On the hourly, and you can trade on any lower time frame than a daily, but as a trading idea, if both weekly and daily were showing bullish momentum, then you would trade as an idea, one of many, where the candle breaks above the fractal like it did there, and so on. And that's pretty much how this strategy works on this back testing. Now I run this back test throughout the whole time period, going back to October 2021. Now you'll notice something here is generally, again, I only trade when the direction of the moving averages of the indicators shown on the weekly and the daily are aligned. So notice back here when this average down, again we use the average down process, we don't use stop losses. When it averaged down during this period, that was, if you look on the weekly chart, that was showing a bearish signal back here. So you would have avoided going long. Again, this is only a long program. The same logic applies in reverse for shorting. So when here the situation shows short positions only on the weekly, you would have avoided going long as per this example here. So you would have avoided that drawdown on your profitability. This is a profitability chart. You would have avoided that drawdown on your profitability. According to the weekly and the daily, you can see there on the daily as well, you would have traded those little trades there more recently during that upswing. So again, to understand this and other trading ideas, reference the links in the description below. Subscribe to my Patreon page with weekly stock scans, weekly scans of stocks, currencies and commodities. Subscribe, like and share the channel. Thanks for watching, and see you in a future video.